Hello students, I am Sasmita Biswal from DM School Bhubaneswar. Today we will be discussing the second chapter of your EVS book, A Snake Charmer's Story. Before getting into the chapter, what do we see in these visuals? What is common to all these pictures? In every picture you find human being is there, animal is there. And in every case you find animal is the source of earning, means of livelihood for human beings. You see, for milkman, cow is the means of livelihood. Like this, for fisherman, fish, poultry farmer, the poultry, tanga driver, the horse, they are the means of livelihood. Also in case of veterinary doctor, they earn by treating animals. So like this, there are many other animals who are source of living or means of livelihood for human beings. Now children, can you think of snake as means of livelihood? Yes, snakes used to be means of livelihood for certain community of people. This community is known as snake charmer community. Your chapter, the second chapter, A Snake Charmer's Story, starts with a narrative. In this chapter, two characters, one Aryanath and his grandfather, Roshan Nathji, they narrate their experience as Kalvelias. Who are Kalvelias? Kalvelias are snake charmers. Let's know more about Kalvelias. Kalvelias actually, they are a tribe belonging to Rajasthan. They are snake charmers. Primary occupation, traditional occupation is snake charming. Not only in Rajasthan, these snake charmers are found in many other places and are called by many different names. Like in Hindi, we call them saperas. In Odia, we call them kela. You can children find out what these snake charmers are called in your local language. Snake charmers or Kalvelias, they lead a nomadic life. What is nomadic life? Nomadic life means they move from one place to another. They carry their belongings, move from one place to another and earn their living. Kalvelias, they carry their snakes, special cobras, in bamboo or cane baskets and move from one village to another village. Charm snake earn money. Usually what they do, they repeat the same circuitous route. Since they repeat the same circuitous route, they have a good understanding about the plants and animals in that region. And they know which plants can be used for which disease as medicine. They have a good understanding, good relationship with the nature. They know every nook and corner of the nature around them. Since snake charming is the primary occupation, traditional occupation of these people, they treat snakes as their treasure. So they take care of snakes, and you'll be surprised to know they used to gift snakes to their daughters when they get married. So from this you can know how snakes and snake charmers are closely related, closely interdependent. Snake charmers take care of snake, and snakes in turn are the means of livelihood for the snake charmers. This shows the interdependence between snake charmers and snakes. Not only snakes, many other animals, as you have seen in the visual also earlier, are means of livelihood for human beings. One thing unique to this tribe, Kalvillier tribe, is Kalvillier dance. Kalvillier dance is a very beautiful folk dance and very popular. In this dance, we see in the visual, one performer is performing Kalvillier dance. What is unique to this dance is the movement, body movement of the performer resembles the snake. The costume also resembles the snake. Kalvilliers, in joyful occasions, both men and women, they participate in this dance and show their performance. Sometimes they also perform to entertain people. So, what are the primary occupation? One is snake charming. What are the other sources of income for this group of people? The traditional sources of livelihood besides snake charming used to be providing herbal medicine to the people of the villages. In those days, everywhere in every village there was no facility of hospital. So these people were a help at the time of need because they have a good understanding of the plants around them. They know very well about the plants and animals in their locality. They provide herbal medicine for many diseases. Along with that, they used to know the traditional way of treatment of snake bite. They know medicine for snake bite and treatment of snake bite. In this way, they were helpful for people. Whenever snake used to enter somebody's house, these people were called. They used to come for help of the people, catch the snake. In turn, by doing all these things, they used to earn their livelihood, earn their living. So, besides snake charming, they used to provide herbal medicine, used to provide medicine for snake bite, and help people by catching the snake if it enters anybody's house. So these were the traditional source of livelihood for this community. Now, it is a changing time. Time has changed. What happens to the life of these snake charmers in this changing scenario? You see this visual. What do we find here? One animal is caged behind the bars. One is forced to move through the fire ring. One is lying dead. What does these pictures depict? It merely shows the cruel activity of human beings towards animals. Animals are making no harm for no reason to the human beings. But human beings, for their greed, for their own use, they ill-treat animals. They destroy their habitat. They kill them. Many such activities like hunting, deforestation, construction work, many such activities of human beings are putting these animals into trouble. Their number is decreasing. Their life is now in risk. Some animals have become extinct. Think of the situation. If these animals will be no more in the nature, no more in the environment, what harm can happen? You see, if tigers are not there in our nature, what will happen to the deer population? Number of deers will increase. And when number of deers will increase, the food, grass available for them will be very less. When this will be less, they will obviously, in search of food, destroy the crop field. So ultimately, we are also getting affected. So every creature in this environment, in our environment, are of much importance to live in. Just keeping in this mind, to protect such animals, wild animals, one law has been passed by the government. That law is known as Wildlife Protection Act. That means the aim of this law is to protect wildlife. Wildlife means it includes both wild animals, wild plants, it includes both. So according to this law, no one can catch, keep or kill wild animals. It's a very good idea. It's a very good step to conserve our nature, very good step to save our environment. No doubt, it's very good. But children, how does it affect, how does this act, this law affect snake charmers' life? Their traditional occupation is charming snake. By doing that, they were used to earn their living. But what happens? Due to this law, they cannot catch, keep or kill wild animals. How will they live? They have to search for alternative way of earning. What could be the alternative way of earning for this community? They could use their previous learning, previous knowledge to earn in this changing scenario. They can form a bean party. You know, snake charmers, they charm the snake, they play the bean and charm the snake. Snakes sway to the movement of the bean. They know already how to play bean. A group of snake charmers, they can form a bean party in which they can use many musical instruments and entertain people and earn money. This could be one of the way to earn their living in this scenario, in this present situation. Now, next is Calvillier dance. Calvillier dance is unique to their culture. They already know this. They enjoy this. They can perform Calvillier dance and entertain people. This can be another way of earning. Now, they have a very good knowledge about snakes. They can impart knowledge about snakes to the people and earn their living. These are some of the alternative means of livelihood for these snake charmers after this Wildlife Act has been enacted. Now, do you know, children, some typical musical instruments, traditional musical instruments are used in bean party. What are these instruments? These instruments are bean, tumba, khanjiri and dhol. These are the musical instruments usually used in bean party. Out of these 4 instruments, 3 instruments, bean, tumba and khanjiri. These 3 instruments are made up of dried gourd or lauki. So children, we could know life of the snake charmers then and now. Now, let's know more about snakes. Snakes are indispensable part of our nature, and we have some knowledge about snakes already. We have some knowledge about snakes. So, as you know, snakes have elongated body covered with overlapping scales. They do not have external ears, but they can feel the vibration. And there is wide diversity, wide variety of skin coloration pattern of snakes. The snakes can be venomous or poisonous, or non-venomous or non-poisonous. It's not that all snakes are venomous. Usually their body is dry and smooth, not slimy, dry and smooth. They shed skin in one layer. You can easily recognize the shed skin of a snake because it is just the shape of the snake, because they shed skin in one layer. This is some common thing about snakes. Now, let's know what are the different venomous or poisonous snakes found in our country. There are mostly 4 types of poisonous snakes in our country. One is cobra, then common krait, Russell's viper, and saw-scaled viper. These are the 4 types of poisonous snakes or venomous snakes found in our country. Now, since these snakes are poisonous, we must know how to easily identify these snakes. Cobra, all of we know. The simple identification of cobra is large hood with a spectacle mark on the back of hood. Usually when this type of snakes, cobras are threatened or they are ready to attack, they expand their hood, and from that we can recognize, yes, this is cobra. Next one is how to identify krait. We see in the picture, you see, skin coloration. Skin coloration of krait is black or bluish black with thin white crossbar throughout the body. This is the simplest way to identify krait. Next one is our poisonous snake is our Russell's viper. Russell's viper is also known as Dubai. Russell's viper, we could mark here. Here there is 3 series of dark brown spots, each spot having a black ring around it and a rim of white or yellow outer border. Just watch the picture. 3 series of dark brown spots having black ring around each spot and then a rim of white or yellow outer border. This way we can identify Russell's viper or Dubai. Saw-scaled viper. This is another poisonous snake. How to identify it? Saw-scaled viper is also known as Afai. It has series of variably colored spots. Series of variably colored, different colored spots. It can vary from one snake to another. Edged with dark brown coloration. Okay, then you mark series of bows run dorsolaterally. Series of white bows, white color bows that runs dorsolaterally along the body. Dorsal, upper part, lateral, side part. Dorsolaterally it goes on like this. Okay, these are simple identification marks for how to know the poisonous snakes that are found in our country. Now, how does venom or poison from a snake enters human body? Obviously, when it bites, it enters. What happens? All snakes who are poisonous snakes have sharp hollow teeth, positions at upper jaw, and this pair of hollow teeth are connected to poison gland or venom gland through ducts. Duct means thin tube, you know. The hollow teeth connected to poison gland through ducts. When snake bites, poison from the poison gland flows to hollow teeth through the duct, and from the teeth it goes to human body through the injury. Okay, you can see the poison gland or venom gland is marked yellow, and each poison gland is having compressor muscle. When snake bites, the compressor muscle, role of compressor muscle is to squeeze the venom gland. And venom or poison from the gland flows through primary duct, and primary duct is again diverted into 2 ducts, 2 secondary ducts, and it goes to secondary duct, and through the fangs it enters our body. This is how venom or poison from snake enters human body. About snakes, there are many misconceptions prevailing in our society. Out of those, some of the misconceptions we will be discussing, And what are the facts? First thing is, all snakes are venomous or poisonous. No, all snakes are not venomous. Okay, as we discussed, there are 4 types of venomous snakes found in our country. Okay, cobra, common krait, Russell's viper, and saw-scaled viper. You see, Indian rock python. It's a snake, but it's not venomous. So many snakes, they're not poisonous, not venomous. Second misconception is, snakes dance to the music of bean. No. Since snakes do not have external ears, how can they listen the music and dance? No. They can feel the movement of the bean. According to the movement of the bean, they sway their body. Clear? Because they think that the moving bean is a potential threat to them. That is why they sway their body. And by doing this, playing bean and charming the snakes, we discuss snake charmers and morning. But snakes do not listen to the music of the bean. They feel the movement of the bean. Third one is, snakes are aggressive. No. Snakes are not at all aggressive. They are more afraid of us than we are of them. In fact, they try to flee away and hide when they see us. Okay, unless they are threatened, they don't attack, they don't bite. Fourth one is, snake bite can be cured by sucking out the venom. No, don't suggest anybody to do this. It can only be cured by medicine made from snake's poison known as antivenom, and with proper medical advice. So these are some of the misconceptions that is prevailing in our society. There are many misconceptions are there about snakes. Always go for the fact, children. Don't believe the misconceptions. Now, what we should do and what we should not do. When we are thinking of snake, move out of snake's way. If snake is moving, don't cross their way. They are not going to harm you. So move away from the snake's way. They will flee and hide from you. Never try to pick the snake. Don't pick the snake. Even if you think the snake is lying dead, don't pick it up. Do not attempt to kill snake. Very important thing. Snakes are very important part of nature. In fact, they are farmer's friend. They prey on rodents. Rodents means mice, rats. They prey on these animals. And by doing this, they protect the crop of the farmers. If we kill snakes, what will happen? Number of these creatures, rats, mice will increase. And they not only will destroy the crops, they carry many diseases as well. So don't kill snake. To remove snake, if at all it enters anybody's house, call snake helpline number. And we must keep house rodent free. Mice, rat, they attract snakes because they are the prey, food for snakes. So we should keep our houses rodent free. And we also should keep area around our houses clean so that snakes cannot hide there. So these are some do's and don'ts we must practice. Now, in case of snake bite, suppose there is a victim of snake bite. What we should do? We should keep calm and assure the victim, because victim might be panic at that time. We have to assure the victim. Immobilize the bitten limb. We will not allow the bitten limb or injured limb to move. We'll remove the tight clothing, cover the wound with loose and sterile bandage, and allow the victim to rest in a well-ventilated place. And most important thing is, at the earliest, we have to call for medical help. Get medical help at the earliest. Now, what are the things we must not do. Don't apply ice or tie tourniquet or string. Okay, it won't help to cure the snake bite. In fact, tourniquet or tying a string will restrict the blood flow and may complicate the situation. Don't suck the blood out. Sucking blood out from the injured part will not only cause infection to the injury but also can cause harm to the person who is sucking. Also, don't attempt to cut the wound. That will aggravate the infection. Don't give any medication without medical advice. We must give medicine, we must treat snake bite as per the advice of the medicine practitioner or doctor. Okay, these are some do's and don'ts. We must know if we are having such cases, we can help. Now children, will be having certain activities. Okay, for fun only, we know about snake charmers, snakes. Now for fun, you can go for these two activities. One is snake puppet making and nag gumpha designs. Snake puppet making is very easy. You take a pair of old socks and you can take, I have taken this one available with me. You can take any pair of old socks. Okay, stitch buttons as eyes of the snake. You can mark the outer part as per your wish, and you just paste a tongue like this, bifurcated tongue like this, and you can make the skin pattern here. I have kept this empty to tell that you can make any pattern. You can make your snake puppet as cobra, as great, as per your wish. You can make pattern here, and you will put on this puppet. And you can have fun with this puppet. Clear? Second one is nag gumpha design. Nag gumpha design is a very popular design used as rangoli, as embroidery, as wall painting, basically in Gujarat and South India. Anyone can use this. Okay, you see in nag gumpha design, only snakes, shape of snakes have been used. This is one such design. In your textbook also there is one nag gumpha design. You can make as many as nag gumpha design you wish to, and there is no hard and fast rule what would be the outer shape and all. You can make your nag gumpha designs. With this, we learnt in this chapter that life of snake charmers, how it was then and how it is now, interdependence between human beings and animals, why it is very much essential to protect wildlife, and we could also know more about snakes, and some activities also we have done. So children, we could know about two activities. One is snake puppet making and next one nag gumpha designs. Now let's have some question answer discussion related to this chapter. First one, what do you think about the law to protect wild animals? Give reasons for your answer. Here you have to answer in this slide whether you think the law to protect wild animals is appropriate, or you think that there should not be such law. Whatever is your answer, you have to write the reason for that. Next one, like snake charmers, which other people depend on animals for their livelihood? As we have already discussed, you can write here, tanga driver depends on horse, milkman depends on cow, fisherman depends on fish. You can add some more examples here. Now, next question is to read the sentences given and find whether there is any factual error, factual mistake in those sentences. If there is any mistake, if there is any error, you have to find that error and correct the errors. All snakes are venomous. Whether it is correct or is there any error. As we have discussed, all snakes are not venomous. So there is a error, factual error in this sentence. You have to correct it. You have to write either all snakes are not venomous, or you can write some snakes are venomous. Next, snakes can hear the music of the bin. You find out whether there is any factual error or not. Already we have discussed snakes do not have external ears, so they cannot hear to the music of the bin. So there is a factual error here. You have to rectify it. You can write here, snakes cannot hear the music of the bin. Now come to the third sentence. Medicine for snake bite is made from the snake's poison. Is there any factual error in this sentence or not? There is no factual error in this sentence. So this sentence is correct. We don't find any factual error in this sentence. So the sentence, in this sentence, there is no correction needed. So at the end of this lesson, we have learnt few main points. Life of snake charmers then and now, we had discussed. Interdependence between human beings and animals, how they are interdependent on each other, how animals are also part of our nature, indispensable part of our nature. We also could know that there is a need to protect wild animals so that there is a balance in our nature. At the end, we also came to know that snakes are part of our nature. We knew some more facts about snakes. Hope you next, before ending the lesson, one activity will be given to you. You have to make a survey on people who keep animals. Talk to some people who keep animals for their livelihood. Get the following information from them. You can ask questions to get the information like name of the animals they keep, where they keep them, what the animals eat, what they do if the animals fall ill. Get some more information, make your own questions, get some more information related to this and make a survey report on that. Read it out in the class. Children, when we do things, we learn it better. So at the end, I have given you an extended learning activity because when you do things, you learn better. This activity is to visit a nearby zoo with your parents or teachers. Write what all came to your mind after seeing the condition of the animals in the zoo. Share your experience with your friends and learn from each other. You'll go through your textbook and some more activities. You'll find like a survey of people who depend on animals, and you can go for other activities as well. Well, children, hope you have got the points. Thank you.